We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
Here we go with Michelle. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second shot. Charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Hyde. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Carlos Hyde. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, New England.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give. This is Michel. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's 2nd.
On 2nd and inches. Newton, this will be caught at about the 6.
Newton's pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Going with White here, toss left. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
22-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good gain by Chris Carson, picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Gain on the play leads to 3rd and 11.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Big things today, baby. Big things. Come on.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Yards that time on the punt, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton hauling it in, Nelson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Newton on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one will fall incomplete.
To 2nd and 10.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake to Michel, now Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Newton looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Folk's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
5-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, we got four down. Mark 5. Go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hey, 0-0.
second down. It's Carson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Number 26.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Now, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Patriots 6. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
7 at the 28-yard.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards on the ground. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Patriots 6.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it's Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
For the Seahawks field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, Newton escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. One left.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This is Carson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned